Let me see. Let me see. Uh, what up? What up, y'all? Man, I don't know how to put the little icon up, but I just got it like that. Right now, the screen is blacked out. Let me see if I can what this does real quick. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to put the icon up, but I can't really have a video on right now. But just tapping in with you guys. Man, it's been a rough one. Then y'all know I made it back safely from the flight. I wasn't gonna go live because I've been under the weather. I'm not gonna hold you, man. Like with all that raining and stuff, and thank God I didn't get sick until like I was leaving, so it didn't mess my trip up. But when I tell you, it was a miserable flight. It was miserable. Like I was hating life trying to make it back home. Like when you're not feeling good, like I would have did anything just to go in the middle of the aisle of that airplane and lay on the ground. Let me see something. Oh shit! I did not hit that on that like that. I would have did anything to go on the what you call it, to be able to go in the middle of the aisle of that airplane and just lay down and go just lay down. But I couldn't do that, so I was just stuck in the chair. And what was crazy was like I had an aisle seat, and there's a middle seat and there's a window seat. So somebody had a window seat, and the nice thing was nobody was in the middle seat. Um, so me and the other dude, we had both like extra room and shit, but they had the window seat. So that was pretty cool. But man, I was just like when you're not feeling well, feel like your brain is not operating at 100% capacity. Like maybe my shit is only working like 65%. Because then after we got on the plane, I'm miserable. I'm trying to get comfortable. It's impossible to get comfortable. Um, I'm like, my head is pounding. My nose is stopped up. It hurts to swallow. All those symptoms, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm getting my ass kicked. I shot a little bit of videos just to show you guys. I didn't upload it. I didn't upload it. I uploaded some of the footage when I was still feeling a little all right at the airport. Um, but remember, I had to take 2 flights, so I was getting worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? And so took them long ass flights, bro. And I was just thinking the whole time, sitting in this fucking seat so long. I was just hating everything about the process of getting from A to B. Like once you get to where you're going, it's like, oh my goodness, you have arrived. You know what I'm saying? But trying to get there is like a fucking nightmare. You know what I'm saying? And trying to get back is even worse because you've been partying every day. You know what I mean? Turned up, and now you tired, you fatigued, and don't be sick too. Oh my goodness. So all that happened. And so I knew I had like a couple of days to try to take care of my business and rest, get some rest in, because I got to be to work. And thank God I didn't have my trip set up to where when I got back the next day, I had to go to work. Oh my goodness, I would have been hating life. But I didn't set it up like that. So today is my first day back at work. So I'm feeling a little better, but I'm still feeling like crap. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, so all of that, and then what else I was gonna tell you guys? Yeah, so I basically had to drag my ass across the finish line, make it to work. And then the little assignment I had is pretty much out of three things every day. And it happened to be like the worst assignment, bro. Like out of the three possibilities, which they're all decent. One's like great, one's good, one's terrible. Which one did I get? Oh yeah, you guessed it, the terrible one. I'm like, come on, but I ain't bitch. I ain't complain. I ate a shit sandwich with a smile because it was like, yo, you've been off work. We didn't have this conversation, but in my head, I'm like, you've been off work. You can't come back complaining, talking about, you starting off with a crappy run. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. I just sucked it up, paused like a player, and got to keep moving, right? So that's what we had. We had work, man, and I guess I gotta look at it like that. But yeah. So man, taking these trips, I don't see how so many people take so many throughout the year because it's a task in itself. Back on the grind, K9 salute. Yeah, health is wealth. It's definitely a task, right? Trying to what you call it? Man, hold on one second. It's definitely a task trying to travel just to commute. Salute to the brothers that knock out all these trips for you guys, like back to back. Like people are looking at it like, oh man, you having fun. You just, which we are, but my God, it is a pain in the ass depending on how far you have to travel and connecting flights and all of this and all of that, lugging your luggage around, trying not to forget nothing, trying not to make a mistake. That shit is a task. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of work. Going there and coming back. It's less work going there, but more coming back because you already beat down from the trip, and it was just worse because I was sick. So anyway, let me finish. Let me try to stay on topic. So y'all probably seen my last video drop where I was still feeling kind of. I was already knew I was getting sick, but it hadn't hit me like damn. And then I thought about taking some NyQuil at the airport. But I was fearful of doing that because I was like, what if I fucking fall asleep and I wake up and my flight is, you know what I mean? I missed my flight. So I didn't take the NyQuil and I waited till I got home to do all that type of shit. And then once I get to LAX, right? Like my last stop where it's time to leave, I could not figure out how to get my internet service back working. No, because I'm tired, I'm not feeling well, all of that shit. So it took me a little minute, like 45 minutes, just to figure it out. Goddamn. Because it took me a minute to figure it out because I was under the weather and I needed to call an Uber because I didn't drive to the airport. So, yeah, just all that. And so that's pretty much how it went. I got some of the footage. It should be funny, a short little film for you guys to watch. When I was laying in my bed, drowning in my misery, not feeling well, trying to drink some tea and just um, I did edit up one little video that I already put out and a little short. I'm pretty sure you guys seen that just to give y'all something. I didn't want to put nothing like that I consider to be like good, like some of the better content out. Just because it would have been out of sequence, first things, yo, I made it through the airport. Then I got sick. I'm gonna put that up, and then I'm gonna go through some of the content that y'all want to really get into. And then like I didn't want to really touch on that where I wasn't feeling that good. I probably wouldn't have did a good job editing it. So I was like, let me chill, and then let me go. Let the heavy hitters go first. I seen Rello dropping shit like that. So let these guys get their stuff out the way, and let me try to heal up. Then I'll tap in with y'all. But I see what J Rello means when he says like, yo, I really love my subs. It's like when y'all do show love and it's all love, it's like Like right now, I damn sure didn't want to go live. I was like, yo, let me at least tap in because they ain't really heard from me. I done touched down. Some cats even called me from that I met out the country, like, yo, tapped in with me and shit. So I was like, man, let me tap in with the subs real quick, man, and just give them a quick rundown that I definitely got content that I plan on dropping. But I first shake this code, but I did make it to work. And you know what it is like, man, when they yell action, you can't have no excuses. You just gotta show up to work and make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here, barely, and and getting it done. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this week goes by fast, and I feel good within like the next 2 days, and everything be back smooth. So yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the trip, and I just really wanted to stress that, like, when you guys think we having a blast traveling, and to those that have traveled already know, like, it's work to travel, meaning like till you get to where you going, it sucks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even if you fly in first class, it still sucks. It just probably, which I've never flew first class, but I would imagine it still sucks because you still got to go through all the bullshit just to get on the plane and off the plane and connect the flight. You just got a nicer seat. But until you get to that motherfucker, it's worth getting there. You know what I'm saying? It's like all that. And so like I said, those dudes that like bring y'all these back to back trips, I don't know how they do it. Like I'm damn sure gonna travel again, but it won't be like years going by before I travel, not like that. But I'm just saying, like, that's going like every 3 months. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Like, but maybe I'm just feeling like that because I was sick and I was just this flight coming back. I was just so miserable. Like, how do dudes do this shit so often? Like, and how do they take like these short trips? Like, it is too much work, like, to take a short trip. You know what I'm saying? But I guess as we see, man, you got to take whatever you can get with. Uh, yeah, so like if you got I haven't even thought about that. If you got like a baby or something, you know what I'm saying? Because I just have myself to worry about. You know what I'm saying? And so if you got to worry about small children or a baby and all that, oh my goodness. I mean, unless you got your partner, that might be workable because at least you could walk away from your bags real quick and go grab something or do something and not worry about your shit coming up missing because you got someone there to watch the stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you got small children, I could imagine that being even more daunting of a task. That you got to travel with. But yeah, people do it, man. I be seeing people travel with pets. They be traveling with babies and small children and all that. I'm like, man. But like, since I've been like under the weather, I haven't had a chance to really feel like, damn, I miss this food. I mean, I do miss it, but it haven't hit me like a ton of bricks in the face yet. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're not feeling well, you just only thing you thinking about is feeling better. You know what I'm saying? So I took some vitamin C. I've been off the NyQuil when I wasn't working, and yeah, so that's pretty much what I got going on. But like I said, man, to be the best, you gotta do take care of what you gotta take care of. So that's what I'm doing at work. And but if I would have had scheduled this trip to where I would have had to go to work the next day, there's a good chance that I would have just called off. I don't think at that point in time I would have been able to go back to work and do everything else I had to do. You know what I'm saying? It was just nah. But yeah. So let's see. Yeah, man, Corey, it was crazy. I made it back safe. I was gonna tell you day when you was like, yo, we can have a drink, but I was like, shit, time was already kind of working against us. Like I had to catch my flight, but I've been keeping my flight date close to my, my card close to my chest because I just don't be knowing. I don't have time for nobody canceling my flight, figuring out how to do some shit. So I wasn't really trying to give out my flight date coming in or going out. So I was pretty vague about when I was going to leave. And then once it was already time to check out my room too, it was like I went to the airport early, like because I could have actually chilled at Bailey's. That's probably what I should have did. Chill for like an hour and a half more or 2 hours. But I just went to the airport early and I ate at the airport, because I didn't want to like miss my flight. I didn't want nothing to go wrong. So, but and then like also have to watch my luggage. So I just was like, you know what? I don't want to be lugging. I can't really go nowhere but Bailey's, which I could have got a booth and just put my cases right there, which I probably should have did. And but the meal I had at the airport was pretty fire. Like not pretty, it was fire. So it kind of worked out. Um, but sometimes they don't be having the greatest food, or they selling you this food at a crazy high price and all that. Luckily, I was able to get some good food. But next time, what I would do is, if I had might like kick it A with my luggage, you got to check out, or you gonna have to pay for a whole another day. Not, in that case, if that's how popular the hotel that I was staying at, I don't even think you could pay for another day because they probably already got somebody waiting to take your place. Punta Cana or Medi. Man, Punta Cana or Medi, like those sound like fire trips. Um, yeah, so yeah, but yeah, so you basically got to check out, and then once you got to luggage your baggage around, you kind of trying to just get to the airport, really, because you don't got time for none of your shit to come up missing, nothing like that. And so when you ain't trying to walk around with it, it's a burden. You know what I'm saying? You trying to hop in that cab, get me to the airport. Oh, But yeah, so it was great, man. So did you guys really enjoy these trips, man? With this, what do y'all think? Like, exactly, whatever, right? Did you guys really enjoy these trips? Like Halloween trips? Was it like a high ranking thing, or was it, you know, that watched it, on the big screen? Was it? Did everybody deliver pretty much? I thought there was a lot of funny moments, man. I said my boy Rello never fails to go viral. I seen him upload him about it. And yeah, so yeah, that kind of stuff can happen. That's why I'm not feeling good and I'm at work. Shit, you know what I mean? Ricardo is. I got sick on my last like day at the trip because it rained out like every day. Um, like it was crazy how much it rained, but then how it was hot, and then it was. And then this is another thing that people don't talk about, right? Thank God I had like a one sweater hoodie, and I had obviously sweats and stuff, but I wasn't gonna bring this little sweater hoodie because I'm like, I heard it's hot in the DR. Why would I bring it? It's gonna be extra stuff to pack. But if you don't bring no sweater, hoodie, and no sweats or something, hold on. Oh. Mm-mm-mm. All right. If you don't bring sweater, hoodie, you're gonna be miserable at the airport. It's cold at the airport. At all the airports, shit, you're gonna be freezing. and then like not feeling good and you sick now. I mean, and it's cold. I was so glad I had bought this damn fucking sweater. I was regretting it when when I got to the like, why I bring this? It's big, bulky. Man, coming back when I wasn't feeling good, I was like, thank God I got this fucking hoodie, bro. It's fucking cold. I was freezing. Ah, my bad. I hope that wasn't really out here. Ah, shit. But yeah. So, what to do? BVLE. Oh shit. Trying to get over this cold, man. Like I said, man, I got sick on my last day and shit. Can y'all hear me fine or what? I got sick on my last day, being there, and so now I'm at the house. Well, I'm at work right now, but I made sure that I took my vitamin C and okay, took my vitamin C and all that stuff so I can get better. And then once I start feeling better and let everybody like Rello and them guys get their shit off, then I'm gonna come back and start dropping some content on you guys, and adding up some videos. I kind of started working on a couple things. Like I said, I did the little short I put out there. Maybe some of y'all seen it. It did get a lot of views. And then I dropped another little short clip, me leaving the airport, so y'all know I was officially done. And then I got some footage. It's a little bit more footage at the airport that I'm gonna drop on you guys, and then we're gonna get into like some other stuff. And I want to drop some shorts and some other stuff. So I got some pretty good stuff to go over. But I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it. If like release them, like I'm gonna release like 2 things a week, 1 thing a week. However, I gotta just think about it. I'm just not feeling good right now. Yeah, I'm good. Just trying to get over this cold. Shout out to everybody in the chat. But yeah, man, I was excited to like I was just like at first I wasn't gonna go live. I wasn't gonna touch back down until I start feeling better. But I was like, you know what? To me, it kind of feels like reality TV a little bit. So I just keep it real with y'all. Like shit, I kind of cold on the way back. Like wow, that should been kicking my ass. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like an abnormal cold. Like it's the worst cold I ever had. But shit, whenever you're not feeling good, the last thing you're thinking about is doing anything but relaxing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much what happened. But oh man, I had a blast on the trip, and I've been still receiving so much love. I've been having people hit me that I met out the country, like, yo, nah, you was turned, you a legend in the suit. And I'm not gassing you guys up because they texted to me. So I do have the text message, but it was like you a legend in the suit, man. Your trip was epic and we rock with you and keep that shit going. And when your next trip, let's see if we can match up our dates. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I still been receiving a lot of love, so it was great, man. I do not regret this trip. I enjoyed this trip, and I made it like my own, a trip of my own. You feel me? I really made it. Even though I did a lot of work on the trip, I really made sure I vacationed it out too. You know what I'm saying? It's all about having a good balance in life. So that's what I tried to execute, a good balance. And when I was talking to my boy behind the scenes, like some of this shit when it happened to us and that you guys find to be funny, it don't be funny at the time that it's happening to us. It be like, what the fuck? But when we get back and stuff and we reflect on it, it does be funny. You know what I'm saying? Like my quad getting repoed or dude dropping me in a puddle of water and just all those little funny moments, man. They're hilarious when you think back at the shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the time that is going on, I see why Jay Rello, the freshest and Gary, be like, um, be pissed off, and he be dropping niggas off the panel when they come and try to poke at him a little bit because they had fun off watching it, but in the moment that you're going through it, it's not really that funny to you until after you already overcame that obstacle. At that time, then it's like I could laugh at it too. So it's just weird like that, right? So yeah, so let me see. You got a man. I think I got a code and what do they call that? Jet lag or some shit. Jet lag or I heard they call it's called jet lag or something. I think I got both of them shits. You know what I'm saying? I think the jet lag is probably over by now. But the first day, oh my nigga, I couldn't. I wanted to cry. I was so tired, but I was forced to sit in the seat. I was slouched over. You know, you trying to find any comfortable position, and then you just so uncomfortable. I just wanted to go in the middle of the plane and lay down. And they was gonna come up to me and say, sir, are you okay? We need you to get back to your seat." And I was just going to ignore him. Like, look, I'm laying here till y'all land this plane. But I didn't do that. I mean, pause, I sucked it up. But, you know, it's just one of those things that everybody's going to have to go through. Hold on. I should making Yes, it's one of those things everybody's going to have to go through when they travel, you know? So, and do go through. So, for the people that don't travel, like me previously, I had been to Mexico, but when I've been to Mexico, since it's like close, it's not that far of a place. I've been there by car. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on one second. My goodness, I know y'all like, what's all that beeping on? Uh, yeah, so yeah, I'm back home and shit. I'm back home, back on the grind. You know what I'm saying? You know, because your job don't care if you sick, if you've been off. How long was I off total? I was off total like 9, 10, I think maybe 12 days total I was off. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't on my trip for 12 days, but I was off like total of like 12 days. So you can't come back and be like, got that money. I got the money gonna get that money again. Okay, that's what you said. Yeah, so you can't go back to work talking about you ain't feeling good, and they ain't seen you in 12 days. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta do what you gotta do, and drag your, do like the Kansas City Chiefs do, find a way to win and drag your butt across the finish line. And that's no knock to anybody else's football team, by the way. I just that's just my team. So, and that's what Patrick Mahomes always say. And I really always tell myself that in my real life, drag yourself across the finish line. Because, you know, if you're looking for an excuse, you'll always be able to find one. Nobody cares to hear about it. Only thing they care about is your last victory. You know, you're only as good as your last victory in life, typically. Right? So y'all know I'm sick, and I don't ask y'all for much. So if y'all could get my likes together, I really would appreciate it. I came to rock with y'all for a minute, and you know, because I wasn't gonna go live until I start feeling better, you know, or really dropping content. But I was like, let me drop something, let me go live, because in this YouTube space, and I'm seeing that and not even YouTube, but just in life in general, man, it's more so about being consistent. You know, if you want to get the most out of something, you got to be consistent, right? So that's why I say, you know what, I don't feel good, but I'm gonna just turn up for the subs anyway. You know what I mean? I'm gonna suck it up for a minute, pause, and yeah, we'll find a way to, you know, go live for a second, tap in with them, and but I got some good content, I believe, some fire content coming up that I've been keeping close. Like I've been keeping my flight close cards to my chest. I've been keeping some of this content close to my chest because I wanted to have something to go over and then do the Sue review trip, and go through the whole thing, the rigmarole that everybody goes through when they come back from their trip, and chop it up and put it out there, and then we get to go relax. And then also another thing that's gonna be nice is I finally got my laptop set up to where I haven't did it yet, but I think it's all the way basically where I can do the StreamYard, and then I can bring some of you guys up, and we could chop it up about the trip like that as well. Go back and forth instead of you guys just listening to me the whole time. And so that'll be dope too. I'm looking forward to that because it's dope interacting with you guys and going back and forth with you guys and getting you guys feeding off you guys energy and yeah, and giving you guys um, a chance to give your input. We like to hear you guys' input because you're the reason why we whip out them cameras like CNN and yeah, I don't know if y'all caught my put a one in the chat if y'all caught my little short that I dropped because that was funny. I when I shot that and I uploaded it and I see how crazy that was. I really felt like a news reporter. Like when I dropped that short, like the news reporters when they go and they're telling you about this storm that's going and everybody needs to evacuate and all this shit, but they're there getting this fucking storm. That's how I felt when that footage that I shot of that short and I uploaded it. I was like, that's exactly what it felt like. It was crazy, but it was dope though. That's probably the thing that pushed me over the edge of getting sick because it was raining, it was windy. I tried to wait the storm out when I went and got that little pizza and shit, but that shit was not it wasn't that shit was not subsiding. I just had to like fuck it. I gotta get out here in the rain. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I can't stay in this one spot forever. And I was kind of far away. Like I had to walk in the rain through puddles and shit, floods. I'm trying to not get my socks and shoes wet and shit. It was just crazy, man. But I look at it like, golly, I see why people love this suit. Now I want to see why people love the Medi and why people love Punta Cana and why people love Brazil because I already know why they love the Sioux. I was trying to my homeboy, a couple of my homeboys and my brother. They wanted to ask me about my trip, but I wasn't feeling well. They was looking forward to me coming back. I had people pulling up to my crib like, "Yo," I'm like, "Bro, I'm sick. I can't really do that with you right now. I'm under the weather." But we'll chop it up. We'll wrap. You know what I'm saying? I felt bad because they've been waiting for me to touch down to hear how my trip went, but I had to do what I had to do so I could make it to work today. You know what I'm saying? And so I wasn't gonna be able to do all that. Uh, what's the deal, man? Uh, I'm just out here, man, trying to tap in with y'all because I don't want too many days to go by and y'all ain't heard from me. But y'all know, shit, I'm under the weather. But when I get a chance, you see, I've been even with being under the weather, I kind of just went in the laptop, scrape something together real quick, put it out there, and just did it like that. But nah, I definitely got some better content, but it's like the build up. I'm trying to make it follow the storyline a little bit. So me leaving the process of that. So we're gonna go with that content first. Boom. Then we touch back down, and then we going over some of the spicy shit that happened in the stew, and then all so on and so forth. So the stuff that y'all didn't get to see, and then talk about some of the bloopers that y'all don't even know about. Maybe y'all do know about them because I might have told y'all and forgot that I told you guys. Because I don't remember everything I talked about during all the live. But there might be some bloopers that you guys don't know about, but you guys know about the major bloopers. If it's any other bloopers, they're kind of smaller. I mean, there was one that was kind of major. I think I talked about. I had this one shorty, man, and she was bad. When I say bad, Michael Jackson bad. You feel me? You remember he dropped that bad album? But I thought I hit record, yo, and she had shot some cool footage with me that I didn't really think she was gonna shoot because she was like so bad, and I didn't hit record. I still got footage of her, but I didn't get the best part because it was just on the record screen. I ain't actually hit the button. And shout out to In the Street with Keith because he talked about that. Like, now you might want to ease up on the drinking a little bit because when you are drinking, you're having a good time and it's helping create the vibe, but you're not really on your A game. You're making mistakes as far as capturing the content, and he wasn't lying. You know what I'm saying? So it's a thin line of you having drinks and being able to gather the content because when you're drinking, it does fuck up uh, you being able to capture the content. Not you being able to look good on screen or come across entertaining on screen. It don't fuck that up, but it fucks up like I didn't hit record, shit like that. Like you're not sharp, you're not on it. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of like So just saw that, man. So, but other than that, so we had some bloopers during the trip. I mean, what's a trip without bloopers? That shit happened. But now I'm back home. I could finally like laugh at some of that stuff. The whole time you're just in the moment. The whole time now I'm out of that moment, and I can look back and reflect. And what's the first thing you think? I think it was like the second thing for me, but it would have been the first if I wasn't feeling good. I mean, if I was feeling good when I touched down. Um, One of the things you think about when you leave a place like that is how back for a longer amount of time, right? So I think going to a place like that, it definitely is going to increase your drive, your ambition, and your ability, your problem solving ability, because you're trying to solve a problem now. Like, how can I get out there more often for a longer amount of time, whatever your case is, right? So for some people, they need to figure out their job situation. Maybe they can't get the time off work. So for some people, maybe they need to figure out the money situation. A lot of people, it's probably going to be the money situation. Could be money and job hand in hand, right? So whatever it is, I think your hustle is definitely going to step up because um, you're going to be coming. You're going to be like, yo, I got to get back there. You like, so, and think about it. Y'all seen that my budget was intact. And I'm still came back like, man, I gotta step my game up. Cause I gotta be able to go out there for months at a time. You know what I'm saying? That's how I start thinking like, all right, how can I make the same amount of money I'm making and not be in this truck? That's my new task. To figure out how can I make the same amount of revenue that I'm making now where I don't have to be in this truck so I can leave for months at a time. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it literally got me thinking. And you start sketching up ideas in your brain. And now it's like trying to sketch those ideas up and see how they work. And then you become like, I think you become a little like stuff that you might have took you a minute to do. Because a lot of times you'll have an idea and you won't, and it just be an idea for a long time that you never pursued or tried. Now you gonna go back and try them ideas because you know what's gonna work. Like you're gonna be less apprehensive to see if it will work because you need something to come up with to get back to these next, right? I'm just saying that's the feeling you get. So I get that I could relate now to others when I see them like, damn, they trying to get back again. Are you on another trip? Oh shit, another one? I see it now. And are you planning on coming back to the DR or somewhere else? Uh, I definitely for sure go back to the DR, but will it be my very next trip? Most likely not. I don't want to say right now, like definitely, because I know how you guys can be sometimes. You guys like to hold us to our word. And so it's just early doors for me right now. But I know for a fact I will be going back to the DR. But I have other places like to Medellin, Colombia, and I also want to go to Brazil. Those two spots are like to go to. You know what I'm saying? So to go back to another Dominican trip would be fire. Another DR trip would be fire, but I do want to try something else though too. That's fire. And maybe after I do those two trips, then I'll go back to the DR again or something. I don't know. Or maybe if I went to DR, maybe I'll try Punta Cana, and then we'll see. But we definitely gonna have another trip. But I want to see. I already got like the DR was good enough. Like that was the only place that existed like that. I could go there and be like, I found the hidden gem. This place is amazing. But since I know there's other hidden gems, I want to try other shit too. Let's see. Yeah, man. And like some of y'all that in this chat, y'all been to the DR, so y'all know how special of a place that place is. Um, uh, I think the main thing I like about DR, besides the beauties, is the simplicity to it. Like once you start walking around and getting on foot patrol and not being like like needing to be in a group or around a group of people all the time, that's when you start to figure out where stuff's at and like, oh, okay, it's not really that big. You start to really map it out in your head. But when you try to do the group stuff too much and you don't go out on your own, then it takes you longer to figure out the lay of the land. And me, as y'all see me, I just was outside and I just took off walking and I would always break off and do my own thing and just explore and find some stuff and just start walking and looking around. You know what I'm saying? And I started to understand like where stuff was at and the lay of the land, which definitely makes the trip a lot better when you're more familiar of where things are at and you're confident to travel out, not feeling like you'll get lost or anything like that. So yeah, and I guess it was kind of easy for me to do because I do that in my regular life. Yeah, man, Beville, he always salute to that guy, man. He always show up for your boy. And I hate to name names because a lot of you guys do too. Because once I name one name, I feel like I need to name you guys all, but it don't really work that way because I can't really check out you guys' comments like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so it was an amazing trip though. Hold on. I probably should have muted the mic when I did that. Damn, crazy. All right, cool. But we were back before. Oh, and there was this one part I was kicking it with this shorty, right? I said, "What American songs do you know? What song do y'all think she said?" It should be pretty easy to guess. That's gonna be my clue. Let's see if somebody can guess the American, and I'll give you another clue. It was a rap song. So it was a rap song that she knew because this particular beauty didn't know English. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Probably 50 Cent. That was a good guess. That wasn't it though. Cardi B. That was a good guess. It wasn't it. It wasn't it. Come on, y'all gotta be able to guess this one. Cause once I say it, y'all gonna be like, man, I knew which one. I should have. How did I not guess that? Uh, Come on. Yeah, a couple more tries before I tell you what it is. She knew the lyrics no English, but she knew that song and she was rapping it to me. It was funny. King, good guess though. All right, y'all ready for me to tell y'all? Or y'all want a couple more chances? Trying to find. All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna just tell y'all because no. So she started rapping to me. They not like us. They not like us. She said it just like that too. She was rapping the lyrics, and I was like, "Do you even know what he's talking about?" And she started explaining to me what she thought it meant, and she knew what it meant. I'm like, "How you know what it how you know what it means if you don't know English?" She knew that song, and she knew what the words meant. You know what I'm saying? She was that shit. That was crazy. Yeah, man, because that Kendrick is everywhere. I said people that don't even know English rapping that shit. You know what I'm saying? They not like us. That was that Brooklyn Prophet. Oh, okay, expensive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that was funny to me. And she started rapping the lyrics. She was all into it. She was actually one of my better, um, how do you say? She was actually a vibe to not speak no Spanish. I mean, not to speak no Spanish, to not speak no English. She was a vibe. She had a great personality. I mean, we did have to do the Google Translate um, for the most part, but it was crazy. It was crazy. There's no more English. Thing. Right, right. That might be so. You know what I'm saying? Might have a point on that one because they not don't be thinking you going out there dealing with some what I'm saying because they grown up you know surviving off the game. You know what I'm saying? Like just they use the game just to survive. I think he was talking to somebody else. But yeah, man. So it was great, man. I really blown away at the time that I had, and I just when I got back from the airport, I was so happy to be laying in my bed because it was just such a process to get home. Um, but after that, I remember thinking like, oh my goodness, it was amazing place. Much of the desert we really live in, where you guys stay, like it's just in a place in its natural habitat, like damn near a forest. You know, where I live at, this shit is like building desert. And they do have some green and shit, but like trees that they planted and you know. Chat for a second because I am going through this